Amen.
The name of this story is He Saw the Best in Me. Here's a story about three men of worldly characters. Three men destined for a life of destruction, always throwing caution to the wind. Three men that made choices based on various reasons. First, there's a drug dealer. You know, who this guy here, he just loves money, easy money, power and respect as a means, and it's just uses it as a way of a means to an end. Then there's a womanizer, you know, smooth, slick talking, charming, and full of personality, thinks he can have any woman he wants. Finally, you have the thug. Intimidation is his weapon of choice. Mad at the world, thinks the world owes him something, and just full of rage. All these men don't see what God sees in them. Why can't they see the best in them that God sees? Here's why. First, there's the drug dealer. Did God create him to issue death and destruction upon our communities by selling poison, sickness, and death? How many people must he hurt because the dealer's selfish and hedonistic desires to peddle this poison to the poor, the weak, the downtrodden, and the disenfranchised? The dealer sees his poison as his gateway to success. Money, power, respect is what he sees. But at some point, even he can see the light. Finally, this purveyor of suffering gives up and gives in. He realizes what God sees in him. 1 Chronicles 28:9 says, "As for you, Solomon, know the God of your father, and serve him with a whole heart and a willing mind. For the Lord searches all hearts and understands every intent of the thoughts. If you seek him, he will let you find him. But if you forsake him, he will reject you forever." Next, there's the womanizer. A person that taps into the empty place of so many women. Once in place, he breaks the hearts and soul of women. He will deceive, lie, cheat, manipulate, even abuse the very woman he says he loves or cares for. He says, "I love you," either or just to make himself feel better about himself, or as a way of controlling the woman. He strips her of her self-esteem and confidence, left but anger, hurt, and bitterness. All for some twisted reasons or various reasons, possibly himself too was hurt in the past by some woman. 1 Samuel 2:3 says, "Boast no more so very proudly. Do not let arrogance come out your mouth. For God of knowledge, and with him actions are weighed." Finally, here comes the thug. A gangster, a bully, a shooter, a killer, and so much more. A hardened character whose smile has no meaning and there is no hope behind his eyes. He holds his anger and rage in a chokehold, keeping it close to his heart. Painful events in his life make him refuse to change his life. He has buried his conscience so deep that he doesn't care about hurting anyone. Respect, he says, courtesy, or love for himself are just foreign to him. He doesn't see anything wrong with how he lives his life, because he's going to take what he wants. Luke 16 says, "And he said to them, you are those who justify yourselves in the sight of men, but God knows your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is detestable in the sight of God." Yet, what it all boils down to is not what I see or what you see. I and we can only see the exterior of a man. But God looks at the inward. He looks at your heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For God sees not as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Let's see how this plays out.